Hello, everyone. This is Dev Hazel here. Before we get into this week's episode of the Anything and Everything Show, I would like to apologize for how late this episode was due to editing issues, interview time issues, and other issues among the team that led to cuts of several original jokes. Other than that, the interview might be a bit screwed up in the audio. It was severely rushed and edited, and I did not have time to completely review every freaking bit of footage as I was on a time crunch and the episode is already late and the team wants to plan the next episode. So other than that, please enjoy the episode and know that not all the issues were our fault, and have a great day. See you in the next one. Well, welcome back to the Anything and Everything Show. I'm your main host Dev, joined by Wyatt.
Hello.
Brendan.
I'm here again.
And Micah.
I love you.
If you like that new intro was composed here by Micah himself for some old projects of his, but we're trying it out. So if you like that, make sure to let us know. But this week in the show, we're going to talk about anything and everything sports. But we're speculating this week. We're going across the board and local for our hometowns because some of us aren't from the same town. Brendan. So to start, does anyone have any starting notes, or are we just going to jump straight into the useless ranting?
I do have, okay. What sports are we specifically talking about here?
Any
Because
sports possible in every
if
sport
we are
you
talking about MMA, I am
Anything
going
and
to rant
everything.
for 4 hours about Leon Edwards knocking out Kamaru Usman.
We talk about anything and everything.
Okay, I'm just telling you,
We'll give you
I
your
will
bit.
rant so...
We will give you your bit, or we're grabbing the taser.
Okay.
Wyatt and the taser. If you don't know, in a previous episode, the first episode we had Micah in, there was a taser.
They try to tase me.
Usually we have it mounted to the ceiling, you can't see it.
It was not very, very fun.
But, you know...
The rest of the episode was, but getting tased wasn't.
well, you
Almost
know,
getting tased.
Well, hey, you know, the best bit of that was probably the Hulu money, which...
Hulu.
Micah, do you want to do that bit, or...
I'll save that for another time. I don't want to overuse it,
Yeah, so...
because then Hulu might not want to pay us.
Oh, yeah, true.
You went
So,
from 10K to 80K, 100?
you went... No, he went up! Anyway,
But,
so... To start, some big news. All the major sports seasons are going to be getting started soon. Micah, do you have any estimates on...
Yeah, NFL starts in about a week. NBA starts in October. MLB is almost done. Playoffs start in about a month or so. UFC, obviously, I'm obsessed with, but they don't really have seasons. Premier League has already started, even though we're American. We don't really care about that. I do. I care about it.
And for esports, believe it or not, as of the day we're recording this in the studio, yesterday was a world competition for Destiny, because you know I'm all about that, but I had to miss that because I had scored an exclusive interview with one of the renowned best people who listen to the show, but we will say that to the end. But no, so I did...
Why is your sleeve doing that?
I don't know, it's a thing, it's a bit. Seriously, a random bit of my sleeve is just ceasing to exist. Kind of like earlier today, but we're not going to talk about that. So,
Kind of like my past.
ooh!
Oh, you want to talk about the email you got earlier today? Never mind.
No.
No, what email?
We don't talk about... We're going to discuss that after recording, but
Okay.
to start, I think our local team of Lano is actually going to be looking good this year because I heard last night it was their first football game, and this is a football community from what I've witnessed, and it was a bludgeoning. It was just a blowout, and we crushed whoever the hell we played. I was busy doing...
Gerald. And Gerald is usually pretty good.
So
But-
I'm usually there on the field grabbing information or just cheering or being a general jackass. You know, one time I almost did a bit where I was like, "Hi, my name's Johnny Knoxville." I almost did that kind of bit, but Micah was a band nerd, which I heard they have a good performance this year. I'm not sure. Micah, do you have any intel on it since you were a former band nerd?
I have heard their new show once. It sounded really good, but I kind of only paid attention to the pit section, which is all the marimba and stuff like that, because I have a lot of friends in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sounded pretty good whenever I heard them.
That and the fact that they were offbeat yesterday doing their stuff. Remember that? you're just like, oh my god, I don't know who that is, but they are off beat with
No,
this
I
song.
knew who it was, but
You just didn't want to tell me?
I'm not. No, I told you. I'm not gonna say it now because we're recording. But like, I knew who it was.
Yeah, seriously, like because they were doing pep rally or whatever, and we were just heading out, and we were just like, he was like, oh my god, that is offbeat. It should be going like this.
I was in drumline for 3 years, and hearing them in the pep rally, every single time someone got off beat, I caught it, and
Yeah,
it kind of drove me nuts a little bit.
because we have a sob story that we're not going to share on the show. Maybe when we talk about music in a future episode, we'll give him a sob story bit, but
Maybe.
mayhaps. Anyways, but no. So what I heard, football might have a prospect of good season because all their teams wiped out in their first game. So you guys want to play? You guys want to start gambling? Let's be bad guys. I think not that kind of bad guy.
Dang it!
Not Uno kind of bad guy. Trust me, that'll be a vlog we record at some
Have
point.
you never gambled on Uno? It's so much more intense.
What?
One of our guest hosts on the show related to this jackwagon. We made her draw like 12, and it was just, she was so mad.
Look, bro.
That is nothing compared for what I've done. Well, I've been in a game before.
The only rules of Uno are what you can convince everyone else the rules are.
No. We had stacking at the time, right?
Yeah.
Someone had to draw like 25, 26 cards.
God.
I think it was because of the prank call.
No, no. And this is like a game that lasted 4 hours.
Oh, that
one
one.
game.
That.
A single game, 4 hours, because no one wanted to lose.
We got play
Dang.
Uno.
We seriously.
We should have an entire episode of just us playing Uno.
Hey, you know what?
That would be so much fun.
If we all had a working computer or something, we all just play Uno on there and just.
No, we could have like a camera like up here showing all the. That would be cool.
GoPros, strap GoPros
Yeah.
to our heads and just.
You say that the law cards. No, I've had a game that took forever to do.
That's nothing.
To where it had to be a point. Sorry.
I played Uno on computer. Dude had 57 cards in his hand. You can't beat that.
Well, we've gotten way off topic.
Luckily, we're not doing our old rule system, which we're still gonna make you play Vanguard. You're not gonna get out of it. We haven't forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
So context. He broke the rules a lot once, so we're gonna make you play Vanguard since we can't shoot you with an airsoft gun. Which
What?
That
Yeah,
was
we
one
got
of our
it.
things.
That was
and
one
then a
our
person we're not gonna name
supervisors,
said no.
our safety and legal advisor said we probably shouldn't do that, especially because of YouTube's regulations on kitchen gun. Yes.
Huh.
But anyways, back to the topic. So, Micah, have you seen any of the football stuff this season for our local team?
I really. Okay.
It's been one game, dude.
Yeah. I haven't really seen much. I can only go to home games this year because my dad has it to where I'm working. I'm either closing the night of a game, so I can't drive to away games, or I'm working really early the morning after the game. So like I can only go
Oh,
to
cool.
home
We have
games.
one next Friday. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna end up dragging this dick bag out.
I might be vlogging the thing. We'll see.
Anyways, but my prospective bets. So we only lost a trace amount of seniors last year on our high school team. So there's like 20 something this year. So I think they might
It's
do
really good. They're really good.
from the past. I think they might do really good. In the interview that we're gonna play later, our person's they have a lot of strong opinions about our football team. And the only reason we're not gonna talk college is because we say the wrong thing about the wrong college. One of you is gonna start getting mad, or we say the wrong thing about Baylor, and it's our interviewee would have probably ripped me limb from limb.
Yeah, probably.
So, Micah, just to comment, this interviewee is a fanatic about Baylor, huh?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
We were all victims of her class. You said one thing wrong about Crazy History Lady's favorite college, and it was your life's done. It was either that or the pickle was the crowning achievement for who made her that mad, but that's a story for another time. But honestly, I think our varsity team is gonna do good. Freshmen, they look scrappy as all hell. I'll be honest. because they're just all brought up wrong and from the junior high because they've changed so many coaches.
Yeah.
And JV is iffy because there's a few good guys, but
I heard JV's alright.
yeah, but
I haven't seen him play.
But you know what? You know what is gonna be good when the NFL kicks off. That's gonna get mad. Get ready for dads drinking beer early on a Sunday morning and yell at your TV. The NFL is coming, baby.
September 8th, Bills versus Rams. It's gonna be amazing.
Yep, I'm a Cowboys person myself, really.
Boo! Boo!
Hey, that's how I was raised. That's how I was raised. Don't blame me.
I sympathize.
You guys
It's
have
not
any?
Patriots. It's not Patriots.
Patriots are okay.
I have news from my local team.
Bring us something, brother. We got time.
On Thursday, our junior varsity played football against Florence.
Ooh, that's a team that we've got on our schedule. I think
We
either
beat them. I know, surprising, because last year our team was not good.
Yeah, we whipped your ass.
And the 8th grade coming up was the worst I've ever seen. But this year, they
So-
somehow got good.
Ironically, our two towns had a bit of a rivalry for a while, and then it ended up they played us on our homecoming game, and I was like, "So you want us to lose because San Sabbath?" But that was when we had that guy who could run like no tomorrow, and we whooped him so hard. We barely won, but
Wait, what year was this?
not last year, but the year before last.
The year I played.
Yeah, because the year we stole your armadillo.
Oh, yeah.
That year! Yeah, so for context, our town took their mascot from their bank, put it in front of our bank, and they did stuff to it. We just laughed. That was back when we were concept. That's when I was drawing up the concepts for another group project because the last one went down in flames.
But we're not gonna talk about that.
I was roasting a marshmallow on the flame. That's how bad it was.
But that was our junior varsity. But last night our varsity played Florence's varsity.
How did that one go?
We won.
Really?
I
Nice.
can't find the score.
But I
But
think
it
they're in a
was pretty
football or
good.
basketball. If it's in basketball, then that's gonna be my problem later this season because your boy over here does basketball stuff for our local team because it's a sport I love. Not as much as if you see me in a stadium for football, I get competitive as all hell.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or the band got competitive as hell because Mike can spit for that, but band was just doing everything. Okay, in a previous episode, I may have defended these people, but I think my new least favorite bit about Banging High School band or team is, I call them the stick twirlies. Called the guard. It's just, I've heard bad things about some of the people in there that are just in there, like some of the people that have wronged some of us. For context, I am going to, editor, cut this next segment out. And that's why I don't like the stick twirlies. Thank you, editor, for cutting that out. Lamau.
Depression! Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Wyatt is just disappointed in us all. Alright, so, Brendan, are you going
I
for
feel
any?
out of place.
Don't worry.
Are you okay? Do you need a hug?
Do you need a bro hug?
Here we go.
Bro hug! Bro hug! This video looks scuffed! Alright,
This is the gayest thing I've ever done.
Oh my god! Editor, don't cut that. Leave that bit.
Please cut that out.
No, we're gonna cut that bit when we do coffee, Christianity, and communism.
Editor. Coffee.
No, seriously, that's gonna be a future episode.
That's gonna be my
I'm
They
excited.
said they wanted me to do an entire episode over the 3 C's: coffee, Christianity, and communism.
That's a future episode
Which-
coming soon because our interviewee,
You'll understand why whenever it comes.
actually, the interviewee might have a word to say because you probably don't remember this joke, but they accused me of being a communist on several levels. Just because I knew Russian and these two heard me cursing in Russian at a
I
summer
know
event today.
one sentence in Russian.
And last night. Wait,
Yehofis gusurita.
yeah, maybe.
Means get out of the truck.
Go to Sabbath.com. They heard me cursing in Russian this morning at some kid who lied to us. Okay, off-story bit. we got into a game that we don't want to mention. It's a crappy battle royale. So one of our buddies was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to play today." We all woke up pretty early and I was like, "Hey, he's on." That turned into me cursing in Russian when they found me,
And then a voice changer.
and then the voice changed.
Well, 2 of us was voice changers.
Seriously, you should never be in a Discord call with us, especially when we're doing Destiny, the world's worst fire team videos on YouTube. That is a
There-
nightmare.
There will be every now and then just a random voice changer at a high pitch or the lowest pitch they can get, trying to talk to you.
It's just some of the funniest bits we've had. But honestly, back to the main topic.
Yeah, we got off topic, but
Honestly, esports is a sport that hasn't been big lately because apparently they just banned some dude from like the Call of Duty leagues or something for like being sexist or whatever. Honestly,
I mean, it's esports.
yeah.
like-
So like,
What did you expect?
they're like strict as all hell. But
What are you doing?
Just
Oh,
wait.
nothing.
Just wait.
I don't know what this is yet.
Just
Just
wait.
the editor's doing it.
Yeah,
The editor's gonna do us a favor and editor for the next 2 seconds or for the next 5 seconds, please allow us to use a voice mod. Please. Thank you.
Alright.
I don't want to say anything. The voice mod is probably on. You can't hear it, but I guarantee you they will hear it.
Hi guys.
I don't understand.
Editor, cut the voice mod out.
No.
Thank you, editor.
Is that something I'm too innocent to understand?
You haven't been in our Discord camaraderie yet.
Yeah, I have not been. The Discord
Oh wait, guys.
gets a whole lot worse than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, but esports has been silent lately. Like it's been a little too quiet, especially because the announcement of Modern Warfare 2 or any random segments happening in probably the next 25 seconds in gaming. But who knows what's gonna happen at this rate because esports has been silent, and I'm kind of scared to see what happens when they come back because a bunch of new competitive MP games are gonna be on the grid soon. So, you guys have any esports teams to go for, or do we just want to cut the esports bit?
Depression.
I don't really follow esports too much.
Hey, Wyatt, you want to go get the taser?
Why is this door closing? This feels like The Shining.
Hey guys, we're back.
Oh my god!
Nothing bad is happening. Please note. Please note that everything will be fine. Editor, please cut the next 5
Help
minutes.
me!
Please note that there is no harm done in any recordings of anything you ever show the team unnamed.
That is a lie. They tried to tase me.
There was no
Okay,
tasing actually involved. The closest thing that happened was any Zachary abuse. Any Zachary abuse was pure and actual. But other than that, no one was hurt in the recording of the show. Please proceed. Okay, so back to our we're gonna finish our local segment, and then go to the big segment. But what I heard is that volleyball. That's the less talked about sport, so I want to give some glory to it right now. But I think our team is gonna be rough around the edges because what I heard they had a crushing loss back on Tuesday. Remember that?
Yeah.
In the words of a wise man, that coach needs to do better. I'm cutting out a lot of his words because this man is also related to the volleyball coach. That's a fun segment. I'll explain it right now. Editor, please cut this bit. All right, we're live again. By the way, the editor's done cutting that segment. Thank you, editor. Everyone, take 5 seconds to silence to thank the editor. No, sorry, I'm not gonna be silent. That's impossible for me. But so Brendan, you said you had something funny you wanted to bring up. Hey.
About 2, maybe 3 years ago, I did cheerleading. Hey, don't worry, my great uncle got a scholarship for cheerleading.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
You know what? Screw you guys. I'm gonna go play Warzone. Why are you playing with me? Okay, they won't let me out to go play Warzone.
I actually have an amazing story to go along with that.
Alright, let's hear your story, buddy.
So, my grandpa and his girlfriend at the time, they eventually got married. But at the time, she wanted to be a cheerleader, right? But she didn't want to try out by herself. So she made my grandpa try out with her. Well, she didn't get it. He did.
This is where I'd insert my famous.
Yeah.
This is where I'd insert my famous clip of that guy from Destiny saying "ooh," but
She did not get it.
She didn't make it. My grandpa did.
You know, if he didn't do it, she probably
Hey,
would've.
Grandpa.
Well, no, he was in high school at the time.
Oh, okay.
But no.
They got married.
Is this the same one
Yeah.
that is if he invested in Starbucks, you would have been rich?
Not rich, but like, yeah, he wanted. Well, no. Okay, so yeah, his wife, who was the same lady that he tried out for cheerleading with, back in like the 80s or 90s, I don't remember when, but she came to him one day and was like, "Hey, there's this small coffee shop in Washington I think we should invest in called Starbucks." And she's like, "We got an extra couple $1,000s. Why don't we invest in this?" And he was like, "Nah, no, I don't think this place is going anywhere."
If 2022 him could tell anything to his past self, it probably would have been you should invest.
Probably.
Yeah.
But back to our main segment. So yeah, volleyball. I think they can be good if they really try. But then again, last time I convinced someone to be a tryhard, he ended up. This guy, he's a basketball player. He ended up dating someone who's like a medical trainer or something, and that. Well, I haven't heard any status, but the rumor is they've broken up for a while. Which editor cut this segment? I want to explain this to Mike because he has some context. And that's what. Wait, I just realized I was looking at Mike in this whole segment that the editor just cut. Where is Wyatt? Hey guys, I found his phone. You want to start? Hey guys, you want to start?
Ooh, look at his search history.
Ooh, I got his ID.
Oh, hey, there he is.
I have a water bottle.
All right.
Back out! Back down!
Hey,
Oh.
hey, Big Smoke, chill. It's
Hey!
me.
Hey!
All right. Editor,
Third
please
gayest thing
identify.
I've done today.
I will rack you.
Yep. Okay, the editor's done so much cutting today. I think we're gonna spare him the rest. But so, hey, you know, it's a sport that hasn't had any light shed on, and will probably completely embarrass someone that I despise. Cross country. I joked about this person being a cross country star yesterday because I joke about people a lot, and this person I'm joking about, I currently kind of despise, but not really, because this is the same person from the disaster we talked about on the Valentine's special earlier this year. That person. So cross country, I heard actually is doing pretty well. According to what they said at the school, they're doing good. They're gonna keep running. So hey, you know what? You can only run. You can only run because get it. Cross country is a running sport. Hey, you know what you can't run away from?
Life.
Your past.
Your exes.
You cannot run away from life.
I'm
Speaking
13
of
and this is
cross
deep.
country,
Off-screen editor, please put away the shotgun. You guys can't see the off-screen editor, but he's just got a shotgun. Okay, the off-screen editor's back down because he says he doesn't want to embarrass this person more than I did them when the disaster happened. There was a bit of a roast. We had to cut this segment. The actual editor's pissed at me right now, so we're gonna finish this off.
We're
by-
sorry, editor.
So we're just gonna finish the cross-country segment by saying you can only run faster.
oh,
Gotta go faster.
Hey, hold up. Speaking of cross country,
Did
my
you-
town ran a 6-mile relay, 6 miles per person.
6-mile relay.
Yeah, that's impressive. They do that.
So we got one last sport we're going to talk about before we go to the big leagues and let Micah have his MMA bit. Basketball is starting in a few months, baby. And from what my local town's he's seeing right now and what our interviewee will have to say later, we're going to look good this year. We've got a lot more people coming out
I think this is going to be a good year for Orlando basketball.
because Micah's going to come out and support us whether he wants it or not. The off-screen editor is enforcing him.
Wait, what?
He's not being forced, but he just needs to come to support his best friend.
Am I being blackmailed right now?
No, you're
Yes.
not. No, you're not being blackballed. I'm just saying you better come support me or you're not my best friend.
Why is there a taser over there?
Who mounted the taser? Can we get that down real quick?
No,
Editor-
it's stuck.
Editor, cut this.
Okay,
Okay,
you're
whichever-
doing the editor right now.
Okay,
You're bullying
okay.
me.
Whoever flex taped that taser isn't smart. This episode is barely held together by flex tape. We're not sponsored by flex tape, but we wish we were.
We were sponsored by Hulu.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
wish
For a
You're
small
sponsored.
price of $90,000.
Okay. Side note to the flex tape joke. We thank you to Mr. Mealworm Man, as we're gonna call you from now on. Also known as the man who taught me that corn isn't anything and everything you eat. Not a joke about the show. But yeah, thank you, Mealworm Guy, for giving me the flex tape joke. So I will thank you again next time I see you. So, anyways, basketball is probably going to be the best it has been this year. We might actually make a few run in playoffs because every year we got stomped in playoffs by the same team. And last year is when the disaster happened. Also known as me embarrassing myself and this other girl right in front of some other
Reference to the disaster number 3 in this episode. Man, we're on a roll.
I know, right? You know I'm still facing backlash for the disaster? That ended up with me being evicted from my group. That and some other stuff which I'm not going to explain. But so big leagues. Micah, take this away. This is your MMA segment. You get.
Oh, I get an MMA segment? Everyone scoot over. Okay.
Okay, you get a brief segment. Just briefly summarize some of the stuff.
So, last weekend, I guess not last weekend, the weekend before that, Kamaru Usman faced Leon Edwards. Now, Usman has been on a 6-title streak from 2019 until last week, where he was basically unstoppable. People thought he was going to challenge George St. Pierre 13-title run. But what are you doing, Devin?
Nothing. I'm actually doing nothing. I'm looking at my phone.
Anyways, yeah. A lot of people thought Usman was going to challenge GSP's 13-title run, but Leon Edwards, who's a guy I've been saying for a long time, is going to surprise a lot of people when he gets a shot at the title. Knocked him out in the last round with a head kick, and it was glorious.
Did you say roundhouse? Did you say roundhouse like Peter Griffin in that episode of Family Guy when he kicked that
Roundhouse.
Roadhouse. No.
Roadhouse.
Anyway, I think Leon Edwards' next challenge should be Colby Covington, because Colby has faced Usman twice, and is probably the toughest opponent Usman's ever faced. He's definitely, like, the second best fighter, or I guess the third best now, in the welterweight division.
The Walter White division? Guys, this is now a Breaking Bad episode. Let's go.
Okay, anyway, moving on to NFL. NFL starts September 8th with Bills versus Rams. I am kind of obsessed with fantasy football. I did a really good draft this year, but I got CMC in the first round, and I'm hoping all of his bones don't snap in the first couple games.
Hey, you know whose bones did snap? Zach in that one episode of Mario Kart when he just started driving so horribly. That is a reference to one of our videos. Make sure you subscribe to the Team My Name channel on YouTube, or these episodes will be uploaded daily.
But in case you guys didn't know, I am a Houston Texans fan.
Yeah, I know. I looked at your YouTube channel once, and you ranted to me a lot.
About Bill O'Brien getting fired. Yeah, I made that video when I was a freshman. But anyways, if you guys want like NFL content on my main channel, which is just my name, Micah Davis, I'm going to be covering the NFL all week. By the time this video is up, I'll probably have one on my predictions for week 1.
This is going up at 12 p.m. on Monday.
Oh. Never mind.
No, one will be in the process.
Yeah, one will be almost out.
Anyways, so, alright, this is my gambling predictions, and,
Depression.
alright, mark me here if I'm wrong. Basketball, NBA, Celtics is gonna be free money this season. This is gonna be good. I went Celtics last season. We barely lost last round to the Golden State Warriors, which was not very poggers, and,
Well, I wouldn't say barely lost. Steph Curry annihilated
Shut
you guys.
up! I already have to wear the Curry pants in defeat as part of a bet I lost because I am poor. Yeah, that's the bet. Editor, please cut that. If you do, I'll buy you a cookie because you didn't get yours from subscribing to Mr. Beast. Yes, I'm compensating the editor for each edit he has to do now.
That's
Okay.
sad.
But yeah, there's my bets. Otherwise,
I don't know. I think the Mavericks are going to be really good this year. I mean, obviously Luka is going to probably be an MVP candidate this year. But I don't know if they can make a run for the title because Luka's all they have. I think the Suns are still really good, especially since they still have, what is his name?
You don't even know!
I can't remember his name! Jeez!
You don't remember much about the NBA, so...
No, I do. I know. Wait. Oh my God, he's their center. But I can't. Okay, never mind. They were thinking that they were going to trade him for Kevin Durant, but I can't remember his name now. Who else is going to be a contender? Oh, Miami Heat, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Miami Heat are going to destroy everybody.
Miami looked good last season. I'm gonna tell you that much.
They did. It's
Hey,
just that Jason Tatum is built different. So.
Can you stop with that water bottle bit, guys? I know we have our bits we do, but Wyatt hasn't eaten anything today, so yeah.
He's cranky. He's a cranky pants.
So that's probably our best prospects on big. We're not gonna talk
no, taste it.
MLB until a future episode because we're gonna come back.
That's not tasty.
We're gonna come back to sports speculation again in a future episode for later the season, but
And you can also go to my channel. I'll be doing a lot of sports.
I'll probably not link that on YouTube. You're welcome.
I'll link it in the comments section. Boom!
Hey,
You
Wyatt.
delete the comment, won't you?
Where's the taser? We're not gonna get the taser. I'm just Josh. I'm just pranking, bro. I think with that, that's gonna be all the main stuff we're gonna do. So now we're gonna cut to the interview with an exclusive interview with one of our best. Now we're gonna cut to an interview with one of our best listeners.
My face!
And a personal expert on local sports while Micah heals from those damages. So we'll be right back, everyone. So this is an interview with me and our interviewee. We'll be back after this message. Hello, everyone. Dev Hazel here with the Anything and Everything Show. I'm here doing an interview for our episode with one of our best listeners out there, or self-claimed, but I believe this to be true. You can introduce yourself, or you cannot.
I am Miss Helen, and I am Devin's favorite teacher of all time. I taught him everything that he knows about history.
So, all right. So in this episode, we've been talking about sports. We've been speculating for our local town and across the board. So, what do you think is going to happen this Friday, today, in our home football game in Atlanta?
I think that we are definitely going to win tonight. We have Donovan back, who's going to be on the field again. We have Sam, who's going to be back, and you know
That's-
he's a beast and can score some touchdowns.
That's going to be interesting.
Yes, I'm excited that they're going to be playing again this week, and I know they're happy to be back out there. And then Carson's been on fire, scoring the touchdowns.
He ran a lot last Friday in that game against Burnett with the epic last touchdown that broke the curse of the. I forgot how many losses in a row because nobody gets it right.
I actually listened to that on the radio because I was going back home, but
The same here. I was on my way out with my brother, so I was like, we're streaming it because we live stream the game at the links they send, which they're, believe it or not, they're not live streaming tonight's game on the thing they do it on. But yeah, we were just on our way home, and I was like, we're streaming the game. I'm putting it on the radio. You drive. And then we got home and we heard that we won, broke the streak, so we were just hooting and hollering in his truck, and that's when the rain was bad, so we just sat there for a whole minute.
I was pulling up at my house right at the end of the game for the last 5 minutes, so I had to like sit in my car to listen. And I know Miguel had a good game, and then Hayden was on fire. You know, Hayden's super aggressive on defense.
I wasn't thinking we'd be looking good. I mean, we got lucky with that first game that in Gerald, but Burnett would be a true testament to our strength and all that because we've had a losing streak. When they broke it, they broke my expectations in the process.
I think that they're just going to be really good this year. And again, I mean, like even Ulysses, he's gotten picks in both games that we've had so far. So and Briggs has looked good too. So I'm excited for the game tonight. I think they're going to do well. And hopefully we can make it to playoffs and go all the way to state
We
and not
all-
lose.
Last
The game
second,
before,
like that
yeah.
one time, but honestly, that was just great, and I'm hoping for great stuff. And so looking ahead to the basketball season, we've only got 3 weeks where we don't have a single game, and that's just because we can't find any. But what do you think is going to happen with our basketball season?
I'm hoping our basketball team is going to be good because, you know, we have Coy is still here, and I know he's really good. We have Mr. Powers, and then
We just got a lot of good players, and
Weston Baker. I heard he's pretty good too.
yeah, this kid's pretty good from what I've seen in previous years of working with them. But no, it mostly depends because we have 14, 15 guys without football so far, which is already a record-breaking number because we don't have that much. That's enough to put together a bare bones teams for JV and varsity squads. And football, that's going to add a lot, which means we might actually need to thin down on people just to save on time.
Are you going to be managing the team again this year?
Yes. Who knows? I might even do a bit of both on and off the court.
What? We may see you on the court?
Yeah, that's not even the team knows this yet until this episode comes out later today. So,
We're going to see the Devin Hazel on the court.
yep. Which, believe it or not, some of the guys of the team are actually going to start coming out. And next Friday, I believe we're going to meet here at the game because it's a home next Friday. So we might have some blatant, stupid recordings from Friday where we just meet up and we're all tired.
Oh my
Usually we record these in the morning when we like just wake up, or in the middle of the day when somebody says something and we just forget because our stupid shenanigans have no limits. We're ethical, but
We're in South America. Don't ask how that happened. Bills versus Rams happened last night in the NFL from the time of recording this, and that was a hell of a game.
And I'm just excited to have NFL back. It's starting again, but I mean, the most important team
Has
in
to be
the
the Cowboys, right?
yes, and they have not played yet. They're going to be playing this
Preseason
weekend.
they won, which
They never do. They never win preseason games.
yeah, back during the main recording, I was like, I'm a Cowboys fan. That got me hate from Micah.
People are just wait, who's Micah's team? Like
I forgot. I think he was. I don't know who he said he was going for. That's just in the rest of the main episode, so you'll have to find that out later today. But yeah, he was just giving me hate for it. I was like, I was raised on the Cowboys. Hey, but NBA, it's different.
Micah, how dare you not support the Dallas
I
Cowboys?
actually brought it up in argument. I was like, I'm not the only one here that likes Dallas. He was like, who? I was like, the history lady. That's just what we call you. He was like, she has ties with them. And I was like, we don't speak about that. But hey, you can't hate me for being the only one. He was like, fine. So we just stopped talking about that. But
That's crazy.
so
People are always hating on the Cowboys.
yeah, but hey, maybe we'll actually be decent this season, like we think we will be.
It's going to be our year this year, Devin. I know Cowboys fans say it all the time,
But
I just
it
have a
actually
feeling
will be
this year.
true.
Yes.
But so NBA is gonna get heated. I'm still a Celtics fan, even though they lost last second, and somebody's owed a pair of Curry pants from a deal, which I might not because just to be nice and out of spite, also because he is also kind of the guy I work for the basketball team. So
Oh, Matt Hammond was all over me because he was talking trash on the Dallas Mavericks, which is my team. 'Cause
Hey, man.
Luka's cute.
I mean, they have Luca. That's it.
I mean, okay. I mean, yeah,
We
I
don't.
can kind of see that, but
Yeah, we don't have time to get heated. Trust me. But Golden State, they were good. They'll probably still be good. That's all I'll say. But for our local teams, I heard that volleyball actually got good because last Friday I came up to a game. They won, so I was excited. They were gonna have a game today, but they got double scheduled on. So the coach was not happy to hear about that. But I start supporting more sports more evenly throughout the year as we progress, except for cross country. That's a story for another episode or never.
some of the volleyball girls have been talking about being excited about this season. I heard they're probably going to be good. I've been to a volleyball game before, and I don't really understand what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. I didn't understand it either. So I just went, watched, heard some people say some stuff. They're like, they just serve back and forth in sets of like 3 sets till like someone scores like 25 or something. There's like weird balance for how the ball works. Like I was like, okay, I can understand a complex sport like football, basketball. I can understand complex game mechanics and memorize them down to a T, but I can't understand a sport like this. What the hell?
I mean, but it does look difficult to play volleyball. I know I could never do it, so props to them for having the skills because I don't.
Well, thank you, Mr. Cohen, for coming out, and that's all the time we got. But we'd love to probably have you back in a future episode if there's a different topic. So me and the team will keep in touch. But as for that, this has been the interview. You guys in the studio, take it back up there, and I'm gonna explain the story to someone while I'm not.
Thank you to our interviewee and me in the past and future. Who knows, time space continuum got thrown out when I saw some dude talking about his mother and they were the same age. But thank you to everyone who made this episode possible, including the editor who now I am owing a couple cookies. And with that, this has been the Anything and Everything Show. I've been your host Dev, joined by Wyatt,
Hello.
Brendan, and Micah. And with that, we will see you all next week as we talk about anything possible and everything we want. Thank you for listening to the show. Make sure you subscribe on all your favorite services. We have donations, and now we can be sponsored. So now we can get paid to say random stuff on the internet, guys. Isn't that good? And next, we're going to talk about top 5 people who are attractive. Number 1,